You are watching Strip Down, Saskatchewan's only 1-hour local music showcase, the award-winning show that brings the venue to you in the comfort of your own living room. Big show tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on Strip Down, Jorgina Sunn.
Alleys of darkness and through the echo of the night, I have heard a fight to stay high and a fight to stay alive. Silent angry screams to the stars I recall, always asking them why. Why am I here and how did I get tonight gonna be the night? Played all kinds of games and I broke all the rules. I broke them one by one. Wandering and walking down too many empty streets, I'd ran out of places to hide, and I ran out of friends, out of self-respect of my luck. And finally, out of my time. In that space by myself, it took me some time to find the strength to cry. And I still remember the moment I knew I wouldn't have to keep on living a lie. The sweat and a song, I was praying with the drum, I was praying all of the time. And I prayed to be free and for my sanity, and could I finally find some of the love for me. Forgive me and all those others and what they might have said and did, and it's taken me too long to finally see it was never me. Sun comes to my window and I am grateful for my life. I believe in myself just a little bit more than I ever have in years before. Created a life out of some kind of faith. It's got me to something from nothing, and I've got nothing to lose, I've got nothing to hide. There is nothing but time in the light on my side.
Jorgina Sunn in the Shaw TV studios tonight. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for coming on Strip Down.
Thanks for having me.
Love when we have pianists on the show. It makes our show look so good. We can actually set the cameras and we block the floor and the lights pop. It's really amazing. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I'm really sad that we don't have more pianists on the show.
Really?
If that was my one wish of Stripped Down, my one Christmas wish would be to have more people that come in with keyboards and pianos.
Well, it's glad, but good that I'm here then.
Episode 145. Jorgina Sunn. How did you find out about Stripped Down?
Was just at a friend's place one night and flipping through the channels, landed on Shaw TV Channel 10 and wondered how somebody would get to perform on the show because it looked like an open mic, and of course I contacted you and you
was there a big delay? I can't remember when this would have gone down. It was kind of pretty recent, wasn't it?
It was at the beginning of the year.
Okay, yeah.
First
We had a
week
big
in January,
slew, a big string, probably 6 months of just full bands because we had a really good audio guy that would mix live bands, and we knew he was leaving in February, so it was all live bands for 6 months. And now we're getting through the kind of acoustic one person performer months. So I'm really excited. Thanks for being on. What do we need to know about Jorgina Sunn? Where to start? You gave me a wonderful little bio.
I did give you
what's the most important part?
The most important part, music is pretty much my life. It's been something that I've been doing for almost my entire life.
Okay.
And it just gives me a space to be honest. It's helped me with a lot of my own personal healing, you know, just from, various things that I've done in my life, the choices that I've made. And the music also allows me to express myself, express my emotions, and to keep it real, basically, with myself. And I find that a lot of people have been able to relate to what I write and sing about.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
First Nations woman who sings both traditional and contemporary music.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite?
No, in fact, I combine the two. So, I mean, it's, it's protocol. If I'm in a ceremony, a First Nation ceremony, I'm going to sing the traditional music. And, with out and about, I'll use the piano, but it's just about finding balance, I think. So
I was talking a few minutes before about how we don't have nearly enough pianists on the show. Why the piano? Why not the guitar? That's like 90% of the musical interest here in Saskatchewan. It's the guitar.
Well, I actually didn't take to the guitar. I was musically trained, so my parents bought a piano, and I took to it, and of course I have brothers and sisters, and none of them wanted to do the practicing part of it, but the piano and I just sort of clicked, and I had an excellent teacher growing up, and so it was just, it became very natural to me.
Okay,
so, yeah.
We have a lot to talk about tonight. I want to get through your bio and talk about your music and, growing up, anything you want to talk about basically, but first of all, the song that opened the show, what was that? That was beautiful.
That song is something that it's a song I wrote about 6 years ago, and it's just it's called The Journey. Okay. And it talks about a time in my life when I was involved in drugs and alcohol. Well, I call it the fast life,
okay.
Or when I was on the dark road. That's what we say. And I guess the song talks about what it was like, what happened when I went to the Healing Lodge, which is where I basically started on my healing journey, and then my time after, which is, the beginning and the middle and the end of the song. So, how
important is that message in your music?
That's basically what my music is about. That's the inspiring part of my music. That's what I try to keep in an undertone. And I mean, it's not something that I do on purpose. It's something that appeals to me as a writer.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Can't wait to talk more about that. Second song, before we take our first commercial break, where are we going next? Again, second week in a row, no set list. I'm always amazed by the musicians that come in and don't have a set list. Usually they come in and they're just clutching to their set lists. You can't pry it out of their hands. And they're like, I need to tape it. Like a Dr. Seuss kind of thing, like some sort of headset and tape it so it's in front of my face all the time. But
well, I was going to write it on my hand, but no. No. The second song I'm going to sing is a song that I wrote about the same time as the first song that I sang, and this is about this song is about having, we'll say, like a desire for somebody. There was a person that came across my path who, it wasn't about whether I could have him or not. It was just something that he inspired in me, and I wanted to write a song about it because he's not the first man or person that inspired this emotion in me, and it was just about, writing it and saying, hey,
he was just the first one when you were a songwriter. He walked out.
Yeah,
nice.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, and the song is called?
My Desire.
My Desire?
Yes.
Take it away, Jorgina Sunn.
Thank you.
the day when I first met you, and I still remember how I ran away from you, 'cause I know what your eyes, what they were saying to me. They went through me, yeah, it really threw me. Made me think about what it'd be like to have you take off your shirt. I love the smell of your skin. You're looking at me, I'm breathing you in. The silence is music, little light from the window, and there's no space for words. And then you'd reach for me, and you'd take me, break me, make me want you. Ask me, I'll tell you, I'll show you what to do to fill my dreams of your breath on my neck, sweet breath. And I can't get enough of your skin, I wanna take you in. So don't take your time, don't stop what you're doing. Don't tell me that I have to wait. I know that you know I'm ready. Take me, break me, make me want you. Ask me, I'll tell you, I'll show you what to do to fill my dreams. Where I touch your body, I'm reaching for you, and my soul sees this as a dream coming true. So don't be shy, give yourself to me. I wanna know every part of you, and I can't wait till it happens again. Take me, break me, make me want you. Ask me, I'll tell you, I'll show you what to do to fill my dreams of desire, my desire. It started the day when I first met you.
You're watching Stripped Down with Jorgina Sunn. 145 episodes. It's maybe the first time I've said that. That song was hot. Man. I think I jumped the gun on the message of your music after the first one. That song again was called...
My Desire.
Yeah, I think you need to take a commercial break and have some water. That was a beautiful song, Georgina. That was
you.
well done.
Thank you.
Really quick, though. I love how you wanted to bring your own keyboard. Usually the few pianists we do have are like, yeah, sure, pick up a keyboard. I'll just show up and play. But you're like, nope, want to bring my own. And much like a lot of the guitarists that bring their own guitars, it looks like this has a few stories.
It absolutely does. Have a few
It looks like it's got some battle wounds. I don't know if that's
it's been around.
if that's a conversation you want to save till after the commercial break, or you want to just brush over it. It's up to you. Is it a good story? Does each of these marks have
each of these marks
have
has
a story? Okay, why don't we wait? Well, let's take our first commercial break, but stick around. We have lots more Stripped Down with Jorgina Sunn coming up right after this. Look at that. Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640).
Do you know where your tap water comes from? It can come from one of two sources, groundwater or surface water. Surface water often begins as snowfall that accumulates in the winter and melts into our rivers and lakes. Cities will treat it to get rid of most of the impurities and then send it down the pipes, under the streets, and into our homes. The problem is, the quality of water is being damaged by our activities, and as our earth warms up, there may be less water available in the future. How can we look after our water resources? Find out where your water comes from and how it is being protected. Use less when you're showering, brushing your teeth, or watering your lawn. And never pour toxins like cleaning solutions down a toilet, sink, or storm drain as it ends up in our rivers and lakes. It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think?
Good times here tonight on Strip Down. We're joined by Jorgina Sunn. I'm very, very in awe that you're not nervous, because you were telling me right before we started, you've never done anything like this before. And most people tell me like this, I've never done anything like this before. But you're just like, yeah, let's give it a shot. So I love your enthusiasm.
Thank you.
Is that kind of what you do?
You know what? I've just, I'm really grateful for the opportunity, just for the experience. I mean, like I said, it is new for me, but I mean, there's a first time for everything. And I mean, I've got lots of great support here. And
You brought a one-woman entourage.
yes.
Some support. Let's talk about this. I don't know how many close-ups we can get, but yeah, this keyboard. There's some stories here. Like, again, you turned down the offer for us to pick up a keyboard from our sponsor, Long & McQuaid. You said you wanted to bring your own.
Yes.
And yep, here it is. It's got your chair too. That was the other. I was like, I could have got you a stool. You're like, nope.
No, I need my chair.
I used the chair. So it looks like you're using kind of a kitchen chair.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's actually, I'm not sure.
What is about this setup that's comforting?
Well, I mean, this is where what I used to write my music. This has been with me since the beginning of, we'll say, my healing journey. And,
okay.
It's just a part of who I am, you know. It's the battle wounds are from being in various vehicles and taking corners too sharply and things like this, or stopping abruptly, and that's basically it. I mean, you know, it's I don't mind. But.
No, I love it. Again, most people come in, they're so proud of their guitars that they can tell you, oh, that's from this and that's from this. So basically, it's just wear and tear from gigging, from
exactly.
going from place to place.
Exactly what it is.
Awesome. Where do we go next after your last song? Now you've really thrown me for a loop. I don't want to make any more assumptions about your music. So, first one was inspiring. The second one was pretty hot. Third song?
The third song, I guess.
Again, I can't cheat and look off your set list because you don't have one.
No, I don't.
You're making me work tonight, Jorgina.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I will right now sing a song that I wrote last August, and it was a song that just came to me basically in my time of, you know, a different part of my healing. It's a celebration song. I wrote it sort of one of the songs where I combine the First Nations traditional music with my own style, the contemporary. And the song, I actually, once it was completed, I met a group of people who were walking across Canada. They're called Walk for Nations, and okay. I gifted this song to them. It's just about, you know, finding empowerment, celebrating life, and moving forward, making change. And so the song is called Four Winds, and yeah, that's the story behind the song.
Take it away.
Great. sweet sage to take our dreams back to that place where we all come from. Just tell the rest above that we'll be back when our work here is done. Hey ya, 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 hey. Four winds up to Grandmother Moon, four winds up to Grandfather Sun. Prayers for you to everyone, for all those things that are going to come.
You're watching Strip Down with Jorgina Sunn. That song again was called.
Four winds.
And you were inspired by the people across Canada, or did they inspire you?
They inspired me. I think.
Or did you inspire them?
Well,
Was it
it kind of
mutual
worked both
inspiration?
ways. Yeah, I would say it was like that. Yeah.
So did you perform that for them? Or were you just like,
actually,
here,
we had
throw it
a-
on your iPod?
We had a fundraiser for them, and I performed it there. And they have a documentary that they're putting together. So I'm gonna eventually get the song recorded, and then actually I'm going in there tomorrow night to get
Really?
that recorded
Nice.
for them. So,
And
yeah.
you'll be part of the Strip Down documentary when we make one of those too. So
Perfect.
okay. Are those kind of most gigs you play, like fundraisers and benefits, or do you do it for the money? I guess is my roundabout way of doing it, or do you do it just because you love it and you help out?
You know what? I would have to say it isn't about the money. It's about inspiring people. It's about bringing people together. You know, I mean, we're all connected, and so, you know, the vision of Jorgina Sunn Music is to spread a message of light, of love, and oneness. I mean, I can go and get all deep about it, but
We'll do it.
That simple.
That was what it says under your name. That's your tag: inspiring light, love, and oneness.
Right. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And I guess for myself, you know, other musicians and artists, whether it be through theater, acting, whichever, you know, people, it's what brings us together. It's how we can relate to each other, is the emotion that it inspires in each of us. And so, you know, people have commented and said, you know, I really understand where you were coming from when you said it. And also, you know, I don't have anything to hide when I write my music, and, you know, how I conduct myself in the world, you know, when I'm out in the world doing my thing. You know, it's just about being honest and being true to who I am. And, you know, my music, whether people agree with where I've come from or not, it's the safest place for me to stay honest, and people will listen, you know.
What's the best feedback you've got? What's the most like, oh wow, I'm making a difference moment you've had?
I think it's been in the moments when I've been with myself and celebrated the life changes that I've made, you know, and then coming out and hearing myself being able to sing and to just, you know, come here and share with you people, and, you know, offer my music, you know, when we've done fundraisers, you know, to go sing at weddings, at, you know, funerals, celebrations of life. Like, it's just, yeah, it's just about being able to do it and having the opportunity, the experience. I mean, I'm grateful. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, I don't want to get heavy on time, so let's go to song number 4 before we talk about the contest and take our last commercial break. Usually I talk about the contest now, but I want to save it before our next commercial break, so I'm going to kind of ruin the set a little bit. So I want time to clean it up before you perform again.
All
So
right.
song number 4.
Song number 4 is called Warrior. This is a song, you know, in my time just of having re-embraced, you know, my First Nations culture. I've come across a lot of very gifted, we'll call them men, you know, not medicine men, but, you know, they just carry a message with them. In my culture, we call them Waskabios. They're elders helpers. And so I just was inspired one day to write a song to you know, the helpers, the people who, you know, have been either down a similar path like mine, but we've all basically come together at the end that we're just human and we've made our mistakes, and it's by sharing with each other and respecting each other and forgiving one another that we've been able to come to this place where we can just live with ourselves. So
Beautiful.
yes.
All right, take it away.
with a drum on his hands, he plays a healing song. He knows in his heart he would not change all that he's done. And at times it feels like he's been fighting his whole life as he slowly finds and learns the ways to live with himself. As he walks along, the north wind's guide his soul. Now he sits with us and he shares what he knows. As he holds the eagle feather and he talks of those stories told, he makes us laugh and makes us cry by the truth that he talks. And he tells us to be kind and to trust in what we know, that something's watching over us and we are one. And life keeps going like the sea after the storm, and it never catches up like the waves on that shore. And just like him, some of us, we took that other road, the one of constant battle of the dark and the alone. And just like him, we found ourselves a fight out of the cold. We found light and we found love, we finally found ourselves. And life keeps going like the sea after the storm, and it never catches up like the waves on that shore.
You are watching Stripped Down with Jorgina Sunn, spending 60 minutes with Jorgina Sunn. I think we're about halfway through. It's time for our weekly segment. Let's make sure the logo's out the right way. I don't even know what week this is. Week 8 or 9 of, wait for it, the contest. And each week that graphics package just gets a little bit better. Okay. So here, Georgian, here's what this is. You have to go to the Facebook page, the Stripped Down Facebook page, go to the photo section, you'll see something called the contest. Open it up, there's 15 of what we feel is our most iconic moments of Stripped Down. There's just still photos, just JPEGs. So we've got our trip out to Crystal Lake, Saskatchewan for Halloween. We have when 9/11 Turbo had a birthday episode. We've had various Christmas. Just check it out. But all you have to do is leave a comment on which is your favorite picture, and then you're automatically entered to win everything in the bucket. And each week we add something else. So we've got $100 in here. We've got an autographed Kim Coates shirt from Sons of Anarchy. Got some Broadway theater passes in here. It doesn't even fit. There's an aquarium. It's kind of spilled over. But anyways, okay, let's go to the top shot, because this week we've added CDs. Hooray! Some of the bands have been on Stripped Down, some of them haven't. Just a whole whack of CDs. There's probably going to be more by the time by the time the contest ends. But yes, so far we have a good 20 CDs added to this contest this week. That's it. I've talked about the contest long enough. So we are going to our last commercial break.
Okay.
Stick around. We have lots more with Jorgina Sunn coming up right after this.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McWade, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcwade.com. Ultimo Euromoto. 204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345. You are watching Stripped Down. We're spending 60 minutes with Jorgina Sunn. We were just chatting during the commercial break. Where do we go next? So do you want to talk about your upbringing? You said you didn't really write too much songs about the growing-up years.
No, and I think it's because I was probably singing other people's music at that time. Like I said in the biography, I mean, I was pretty turned on by Walt Disney movies, musicals, and
well, who isn't? Come on, you love Annie?
Yes.
You know,
I know
it's probably not
Annie.
the coolest thing to admit, but Annie's like my favorite. Hard Knock Life, that is a 10-star song. I don't care.
Yes.
I will fight anybody who tells me Hard Knock Life isn't. It is seriously a great song.
It is. It is.
And even around Shaw, when someone's having a bad day, I'll just stand on their desk and be like, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that. Okay, I thought we were going to do more, but you stopped singing, so now I feel silly. But you grew up in Canmore. It's gorgeous.
Yes, it's beautiful there. Yes.
Just didn't inspire a lot of music. You were singing other people.
I was training there.
Hard Knock Life.
I was training there. Well,
Okay.
I don't know if I was singing Hard Knock Life, but
We'll
I
just
was,
pretend you were for this
yes.
conversation. It was all Annie all the time in Canmore.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
And like I said, I did a lot of my piano training there, and so it was a lot of practicing and discipline and things like this. And you know, I didn't actually start getting creative until I was about 16, and that was after I actually purchased my own sort of this here, because what we had was an upright at our house. Mm-hmm. And then it was about you know, when I decided that I was going to start composing, my parents said, you know, maybe you should get your own sort of thing to practice on instead of lugging around the upright that we had, because we did move several times through my between grade 10 and grade 12. So when I was 16, that's when I wrote my first song. It was called Whispering Love, and I recorded that, and I got a high school credit for it, and I performed it a few times.
That's beating the system.
Yeah.
Well
I'm not
done.
sure. Today, I'm not sure how that worked out, but it's true. And yeah. So again, I mean, it was a good opportunity, and it was at that time when I mean, I wasn't sure that I wanted to start composing then, but I could certainly do it then, like at that time in my life. And so, yeah, and then it wasn't until, you know, 7 years later when I was 25 that I actually had an opportunity, we'll say, to bond with the piano and sit down and create music, because up till that point, I mean, I had life experience then. I had something to write about. I mean, you know, I had written a song called Whispering Love when I was 16, but I had never been in a relationship. And so, I mean, how could I write about what I didn't know? And so being at 25, you know, I had life experience, and, you know, up until that point, I mean, I had been to a couple places in my life that, you know, I mean, they weren't the greatest places, but I mean, it was my journey. And like I said at the beginning, you know, my music helped me find a way to express myself, and it offered me, you know, the choice to start healing. So, yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to go too heavy on talking, so let's get to more music.
Yes, this next song I'm going to sing is called...
You were again. I don't want to rag on you, but you were like, can't remember what we played already. I was like, that's why you bring a set list. But after praising you for not having a set list, and I was disciplining you during the commercial break, I'm inconsistent that way.
It's all good. The next song I'm going to sing is a song that I wrote about a fellow who I was involved with quite a number of years ago. We had a sort of a really sad falling out, and I wrote this song just as to what I would want to say to him if I had the opportunity to. I mean, I don't need to get into details. We've all sort of been, I think, in situations or with people where we've regretted some of our actions and things like this, and so this song is called Beautiful You.
Beautiful You.
Yes, that's what I'm going to sing next.
It doesn't sound about regret, but take it away.
You'll
Beautiful
see.
You.
You'll hear.
Okay.
There is no easy way to think about that place, that space between you and And I know that time has not yet healed or changed anything that I did to you. When I go back to all of it, it makes me mad, and it still, it makes me sad. It sounds bad and feels more awful to admit that I lied and hurt you. Then I left you with those wounds. My empty heart and bottles of wine that sat for days, and for those nights filled with the rain. Not sure I knew how much you loved me, but I know that you trusted me. Believe me, you helped me. Then you left me, and now I finally see that I may live with this forever. And I sure wish that I could take it all back and had your back the way that you had mine. So I will now say to you and to your son, we all know what's done is done. And do you know that I am sorry? And I know now that I'm the one who lost out on you. Beautiful you.
We are spending 60 minutes with Jorgina Sunn. We are running out of time, but I want to talk about this for sure. Tell me about the time you cleaned up in 2006 at the Maple Creek Music Festival. That's kind of exciting.
Yes, it was very exciting. Yeah, I had an opportunity to perform there, and what was so special about that time in my life was that I was actually serving time during when I was invited to perform there, and it was with the encouragement of, the people around me, the supports and, the correctional system that helped me to get there. And when I went there, like I said, I had an opportunity to write, and so I performed 2 songs that I wrote on my own, one of the, which I won't be singing today, but during the festival, it was just an opportunity for me to again share my music, and people wanted to listen in the community. And I was adjudicated by somebody with the Royal Conservatory of Music, and she did adjudicate me with above average marks, which was quite rare for her. That's what I found out later. And like I said, the experience from it was just awesome. I mean, I was way more nervous then than I was today because, just because of the social stigma. But, and like I said, I mean, it was great.
Well, I'm adjudicating you even higher than she did, okay?
Okay.
So
Thank you.
just if it's a contest, Next time you tell that story, you can be like, and then part 2, I went to strip down and got adjudicated even higher. But you could post 5 songs you still sing today. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Those probably special songs to you.
They're special songs. I mean, some of them are hard to sing just because they were a lot, sort of more about dark, dreary places. And the songs that I sing about today are more about, we'll say,
places.
a celebration. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. That being said, again, we are burning through time. So we got 3 songs left. Let's do one more, take a commercial break, then we'll wrap things up with Jorgina Sunn. So again, I love it. You've been all over the map. Where do we go next?
We're going to go to...
Do we get a dark one, or...?
You know what? Maybe.
Maybe?
No. What I'm going to sing now...
I don't want to mess up your set list, but...
That's okay. I'm just going through it. No,
go for it.
This song is called... The song is called That Love. It's written to Dr. James Hart. He is somebody who I worked with last year, and he just basically brought me to a place where I began to take responsibility for the things in my life and make different choices. And I mean, the song is again, it's a celebration song, and it's exactly what I would say to him if I had the opportunity to. And I know that he'll probably be watching, so it's great that I'm finally able to have it recorded some way and that he can listen to it. So
wonderful.
Yes.
All right, a positive moment for Strip Down. Those are rare. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I want to hear it. Thank you.
'cause I know we dream the same, we got the same beliefs. I'm so glad I can finally let you love me.
We are wrapping things up with Jorgina Sunn. That means we have to take our final commercial break, but stick around. We got a few more minutes, 2 more songs coming up right after this. Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
Memories we cherish, moments captured in time.
This is Matthew Halton of the CBC.
Hello, Canada and hockey fans in the United States.
Oscar Peterson est un spécialiste de la musique populaire.
Le hockey des Canadiens.
So I heard they were taking on guys to the cannery next week, just when we leave.
Do you remember? How could we forget?
Strong winds that blow lonely. There was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run.
À ta santé, Cécile.
And all Paul Russell.
Our mom got us seized to keep us from biting our toenails, eh?
Mr. Lebec, have you become a citizen? No.
Canada's recorded treasures. Help keep them alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jorgina Sunn.
It's my belief that when you came to me, the reasons were not my own. You were given by a God to me to show me that life was real. But I knew inside I wasn't ready to be kept in my mind. I was no good. All I knew in me just to poison me. It's not the way a mother should be. The greatest smiles I've ever seen, with eyes that never lied. I held you only for a moment's time. That moment still makes me cry. And when they took you away and put you somewhere safe, I knew then that it was for good. And all that was left was just that really, really messed up me. I have never and will ever regret having you, but it seems I can't get over ever losing you. If letting go of the pain means seeing through all the shame, please don't ever think it had anything to do with you. When I chose to write this song for you, it's fix your anger, evil man, the pain. She didn't want me, she didn't love me. What am I doing today? What's up with me today? I'm still missing that part of me. But it's safe to say you were and always will be love I
Another beautiful song by Jorgina Sunn. I wish the show was 90 minutes this week. We've got like 10 things to talk about in the next like 5 minutes. That song, really quick, was
To My Children.
To My Children.
Yes.
Beautiful song.
Yes.
It's been a wonderful night of music. Thank you for that.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Thank you so much for
Thank
that.
you.
Okay, demo CD spring release.
Yes, I actually am going. I've been to the studio. I was in the studio last year for 2 different times. This week, though, actually tomorrow, I'll be heading in there to get the 15 tracks that I have that are finished and completed and done. I mean, I have lots of skeletons of songs that aren't done, but there's 15 songs that are done for sure. A few of them you've heard tonight, and so it's very exciting. And just the next step to take me into the industry, so which is where I plan to go.
Nice. Your goal is to help young people. That's
yes.
what it's all about,
exactly
basically.
Exactly what it is.
That's fantastic. Great music, great message. People should just get a hold of you. Speaking engagements, performances, how can people call you up or look you up?
Well, I am on Facebook. I'm also on YouTube, Jorgina Sunn. The best way to contact me is obviously through my cell phone, but I'm not going to give that out right now.
Fair enough. They can look it up.
Exactly. That's exactly what they can do.
Because you don't want to give it out on TV, but it's on the
No,
internet.
I would never give it out on TV.
Okay, we'll make them work for it. Final thoughts, Jorgina Sunn. I feel like we really blistered through this last half hour. We ran out of time to talk. You're an amazing performer, amazing person. I've learned a lot tonight. Thank you for being on Stripped Down.
Thank you so much for having me.
Final thoughts? Anything to leave the viewers with?
You know what? It's great. It's been great to be here. And you know what? Just believe in yourself and keep going, and life is good.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We've got to thank our sponsors, Long & McQuaid, Mr. Sicily, and of course, Ultimo Yuramoto. Yay! For all things Stripped Down, go to our Facebook page, click on the contest, do your voting. You can win some prizes. Make sure you like Stripped Down as well. That being said, we are completely out of time. Thanks to tonight's cast and crew. That was my rambly extra. We are out of time. The last song, it was a special one, right?
Yes, the last song is called 1994, or pardon me, 94. It's just quickly, it was composed last October. Just a sum up of my life from when I was 17 until my life today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Play us out of here, Jorgina Sunn. Thank you.
It was 94 when I got off the bus, and I was scared, but I was excited. Too young to deny it, with those heavy secrets from my family, and they left me broken and incomplete. I did my best to hide it, told myself I would fight it, so I found a way to really lose myself when I started drinking and everything else. And once I tried it, I liked it. It made me and my life feel right. So I gave up all my 20s for a piece of the fast life and too many boys. I called myself a survivor, but all I was a cheat and a liar. was tempting life and I was tempting death, and then I got tired, I got sick and I lost my fire, making promises I could not keep, and I was not eating and I could not sleep, and so I decided that I was done with the dying. Something that's greater than me takes that chance on me, and it shows me who I am not, and who I can be just for this day. All the anger in there were tears, and my crazy laughter, a face in my fears. I'm still surprised by the short amount of time it took for me to really look at myself, and I changed my thinking and everything else. 2011's a new life, and what I have is the gift of right now.
His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best.
Coming up this week on Strip Down, we got a brand new episode. Gracing the Strip Down stage for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jorgina Sunn.